Dear students, welcome to the 11th lecture of 8051 interrupts, right? So in the last two lectures we have seen how we can program the timer interrupts. Now we'll take up the examples with respect to the external interrupt programming, right? Just I will read out the question so that we will start. Two switches are connected to pin P3.2 and pin P3.3. There are two switches which are connected to 3.2 and 3.3. When a switch is pressed, the corresponding line goes low. Write a program to light all the LEDs connected to port 0. If the first switch is pressed, light all the LEDs connected to port 2 if the second switch is pressed. Please try to get the question once again. There are two switches, right? There are two switches. One switch is connected to pin 3.2 and one switch is connected to pin 3.3. When the switch is pressed, the corresponding line goes low. Corresponding line goes low. Write a program to light all the LEDs connected to port 0. If the first switch is pressed, first switch in sense P3.2. When P3.2 switch is pressed, light all the LEDs of port 0. When second switch is pressed, that is P3.3, when I press this particular switch, then light all LEDs of port 2. This is what the question is. It's very simple. So here in this case, what we need to take is, we need to take the two external interrupts. The two external interrupts, we have two external interrupts. One is INT 0 and INT 1. One INT 0 can be is with respect to P3.2, you can assume, and INT 1 it is with respect to P3.3, right? So let us start how we can start with this type of question. As you know, the first we need to write these two, right? ORG 000H ljump main. It will bypass to the main program. Directly I will go with the main program. Here I have written the main program. Main program ORG 0030H as all of you know, right? Main. Move directly I will put the information IE comma hash 85H. Please write the bit pattern of IE. In that make EA bit is equal to 1 as well as enable INT 0, that is for switch 1, and INT 1 for that is for switch 2, that is pin 3.2 and pin 3.3. Next, wait for this particular instruction here, jump here. So why I have written here is, the controller will be on this particular instruction until and unless I press pin 3.2 or pin 3.3. As I said that pin 3.2 is with respect to INT 0. If I press that pin 3.2, then which interrupt will be get activated? INT 0. So for that we have written ISR for interrupt INT 0, right? INT 0. The first instruction that I have written is here is ORG space 0003H. So this is the vector address for INT 0. You can refer IVT table, right? So in INT 0, that is with respect to pin 3.2, what is the question here? Light all LEDs connected to port 0 if first switch is pressed, that is pin 3.2 is pressed, then light all the LEDs of port 0. Lighting all the LEDs in sense in port 0, we have 8 bits, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If I make everything equal to 1, lighting all the LEDs in sense FF. That's why what I will do, I will send hash 0 FFH. I will send to that to P0. Up to how much amount of time I will send? Take one sample count value, right? Move R0 comma hash 255H. So this process will be continued. The process in sense keep LEDs on for a short duration of time of up to 255 until 255 becomes equal to 00, you can say, You can take any count value, not only the 255. So after the completion of this, again it has to return to the main program, right? It will come here. Again, if I press P3.3, then it is with respect to INT1. Here I will write the INT1. Here I have written INT1, ISR for interrupt INT1, right? Interrupt INT1, the address for that org space 0013H, right? Same thing. Here the case is, if I press the second switch, light all the LEDs connected to port 2 if the second switch is pressed, right? Second switch in sense org space 0013H, it is the IVT address of INT1. Then give the value to port 2 for 255 times the waiting time, you can say DJNZ R0 up to the 255 becomes equal to 00, the lighting of P2 will be remains. After RETI, it will move back to the here colon S jump here. So in this program, what we have written is, one switch is with respect to INT0 and one switch is respect to INT1 and one is main program. And here I have written one note that the LEDs will remain on if corresponding switch is pressed. That means I can execute these two ISRs only when I can press the particular switch, that is P3.2 and P3.3 or P3.3. So this is the one example of external interrupt programming. If you get any questions, you can put the question on the comment box. I will try to answer that particular example. Okay, thank you.